Welcome to the live stream, y'all. They banned me on TikTok, so now I'm live streaming from Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Yup. I guess I'm gonna just start talking as if I got an audience. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live. For those who don't know, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music. You're now tuned into my live stream. Welcome to the live. Oh, I don't think I have any sound effects up in here. Hold on. Yeah, no, I don't think we have any sound effects. So I gotta fake the funk with it. What's up, everybody? I had a long day yesterday. You know, I'm in Miami, but I had to go to Orlando yesterday so that I can film this really awesome live TV interview that I had with Afro TV, Candice and Chris. Shout out to E.T. She's pretty much my publicist at this point. She really connected the dots for me to be able to go over there and do that. And I think that was really amazing and really awesome. And that's just really what we on, you know? So, but I traveled up there 3 hours and then traveled back 3 hours. It was a little taxing. And I don't know why travel is like, I don't know why travel is like, I don't know why travel is taxing on the body. Like, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why, but hey, that just is what it is, you know? I promised I would go live on YouTube today, so even though it seems like nobody's in here, I'm gonna still live stream the best way that I possibly can. I think I'll start by telling what my day was like yesterday. Jumped in, I went to the gym, did what I did, then I jumped into the Brightline train. The Brightline train is my first time going to the Brightline train. Actually, no, my second time going to the Brightline train, but it's a dope train. It's a new system that they have built so that people from Miami can go to Orlando whenever they want without having to drive or fly. And it's just super simple, man. It's super simple. It's like a mini airport, pretty much, when you go there. And I really enjoy the new system that they got because it's just fire. It's super simple, super like usable, super everything. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, man, life is life, and life is cool. We're here, we're up. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying my own hair right now in the presence of my enemies. Yeah, I really got to get deeper into the Bible too, I think. You know, really tap in. But because I heard Tyler Perry say one time, like, get the word inside you so the word could defend you, you know, against other things. And I also feel like that about just genuine knowledge overall. Like, yo, make sure to get knowledge in you so that it defends you. It can show up for you when you need it. It can show up for you when you want it. You know? But yeah, man, life is life. And I was banned on TikTok, and I feel like I was banned for being careless. And I don't want to be careless. I don't want to be a careless person. So I have to get better. I have to get better at that, managing all the different changes in my life at the same time, focusing and doing exactly what it is that I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to spend every waking minute hustling. I'm supposed to spend every waking minute projecting the image of what it is that I want in the world until it becomes a reality. You know, I got to do what Steve Jobs did. I got to do what Mark Zuckerberg did. I got to do what Michelangelo did. I got to do what Michael Jackson did. I got to do what Walt Disney has done. Just, I have to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I really don't want to be a careless person. I think I was careless yesterday or 2 days ago on my TikTok, and that's why I ended up getting banned from the TikTok. So I want to make sure that everything I do now is a bit more in line, a bit more refined, a bit more focused and driven. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You know, like, I take full accountability for what I said on my live stream on TikTok. That's why I got banned. But I still think that they tripping. But I was being very honest with the story I was telling. So if that's just the result of what it is that I had to be, then that's just what it is. You feel me? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live. I see there's 2 of us in here right now. Yeah, make sure to make a comment so I can know who you are, what you got going on. I don't know, even though this is like, I'm very new to live streaming on YouTube, but I heard it was a great thing to do, so that's why I'm up in here. Yeah, make sure to drop top chat. Yeah, make sure to drop some words into the chat so we can see and know exactly who you are, and we can make sure that you get it popping over there, you know? So yeah, man, that's just really what it breaks down to. I think that the word of the day yesterday was accountability. That's very true. You got to be held accountable for the things that you do. You got to be held accountable for the things that you are about, things that you say, things that you put out into the world. And I want to make sure to put out a message that's real, but also good enough to be heard by the world, you know? So, yeah, again, I'm a little tired because I was traveling yesterday. 3 hours up and 3 hours back. And it was a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It really definitely was, you know? But yeah, we're here. we don't harbor on the past either. We make sure to understand where our mistakes were. We make sure to understand what it is that we can fix. We fix it, and we also pivot. You know what I'm saying? That was the word of the day on our live stream a few days ago. Pivot. You got to be able to know when to completely change course, and you got to be able to know when to just make a small adjustment in your formula and what it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But again, if y'all new here, y'all never seen me live stream on here before, because this is like not where I be live streaming at. Y'all make sure to understand. My name is King Hoodie. Nah, I'm saying y'all make sure to drop a comment. Drop a comment so I know exactly who I'm talking to, so that we can like have a doper conversation here. I don't really know how the like system work in here, or how the system to like, I don't think it has like a For You page or anything like that, but y'all make sure to make some noise in the chat so I know exactly who you are, so we can have a dope conversation up in here. It's really interesting because it feels like I'm rebuilding on a newer platform, even though I also live stream directly on YouTube. But I don't live stream vertically on YouTube, and I think that's an interesting thing, because apparently, if you live stream vertically on YouTube, it like sends your stuff out to other people or multiple people, versus like, you know, if you live stream horizontally, I think it just sends it only to your subscribers and only to your followers, you know? But yeah, man, we here. The word of yesterday was accountability. The word of last week, I think, was pivot. That was like the coolest word. And we got to know when to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Just to piggyback on that word, we got to know when to pivot. You got to know when to make a complete life change. You got to know when to like make a simple alteration. You know, thanks for the like, man. I don't know who liked it, but thanks for the like. You got to know when to make like a simple alteration to your plan, or a simple alteration to your strategy. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's not always gonna work for you all the time. So you got to know when to like change, when to make those adjustments, when to move it around and make it work. You know what I'm saying? Luna Bella 504. What's up, Luna Bella? Welcome to the live. Luna Bella, are you only from YouTube, or do I also know you on TikTok? Again, I live stream mainly on TikTok nowadays, but I was banned for the week for telling an ultra real story and using ultra bad language. I didn't even know they could do it to you like that, but that's exactly what happened. I was doing my best to be as authentic as I can to the story, but I guess the words that I used just got me clipped. They're like, you know what, we don't like it. Clip. I think I was about to get my homegirl banned yesterday because she had me on her live. I was like, you better be careful, man. They might recognize me, and they might say, hey, wait a minute, we know him. Cut the feed immediately. Cut her live off as well. We know him. He's going live again. He's gonna talk that talk, you know. And man, I'm just all about good vibes, to be honest with you. Like, I think we live in a world where everything is so evil and so chaotic that a lot of times people don't even know that they have the option to be a good person. You don't even know you got the option to be high vibrating. You don't even know you got the option to be happy and successful. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on. I tuned in from TikTok. I just seen your memo and looked you up here. Hey, shout out to you. We don't have any of the sound effects that we're used to, but we still here. Yeah. In all honesty, I could have easily just live streamed on Instagram instead, and it probably would have been a different vibe. But I want to see what it's like live streaming on YouTube, because I haven't really built up a following on YouTube yet. You know what I'm saying? So, Luna Bell, if you're not already subscribed to me, please subscribe to me and watch my videos, man. YouTube is awesome. But I really want to like build more on YouTube. So even though it feels like I'm starting from scratch, we still make it work. You know, a lot of people, for example, I have hair, right? As a lot of people can see, you know, it's actually my hair. And sometimes when I got it braided, people make like comments like, oh, you have nice hair, you have nice hair. And I always want to remind people too, like, thank you for telling me I got nice hair. However, it wasn't always nice. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to grow long, like beautiful, you know, amazing hair, you got to go through a lot of ugly phases. You know what I'm saying? And I had to commit myself to growing the hair to this point. And in order for me to commit myself, I had to be comfortable with the ugly stages and the ugly phases. When you go into it, your hair starts like this, and it starts like this, and it go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. And so I use that as an example for a lot of things. Like, yo, bro, even though there's ugly things that we gotta face, we're gonna stick with it until it works. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of anything, especially like live streaming on a new platform or something like that, or starting up a new business or going to a new city, the beginning of anything is gonna be ugly. The beginning of a new habit, if you wanna start going to the gym more, if you wanna start, you know, taking care of yourself better, the beginning of any new habit is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a lot of ugly phases. You know what I'm saying? And then if you commit yourself to it though, eventually it'll get beautiful, it'll grow out. Same thing with growing a plant, same thing with growing a baby. Luna Bella, done. I appreciate your transparency in the process. It's helping me do the same to encourage me to begin doing videos myself. Hey, that's what's up, Luna Bella. I love that, man. And I appreciate you for saying that. Like, that positive comment for sure made my day. I'm reading this book right now called The 5 Love Languages, right? Me and a friend of mine decided to read it together. And in it, he talks in a chapter called Words of Affirmation. And there's a quote that's by Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, I can live for a month. I can live for 1 month on a good compliment. He said, I can live for a month on just one good compliment. And that's how I feel. So when you just said what you said, I appreciate your transparency. Like I appreciate that. I appreciate you even saying that, because there's no promise that anything I say is going to affect anybody in any kind of way. You know, there's a lot of people on the internet saying a lot of different things, but I want to make sure that what I say actually benefits people. You know what I'm saying? We're all going through this process together. You know what I'm saying? I just got the boot from another platform that's like, you know, my bread and butter right now. And you got to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired too because I was traveling yesterday, but you got to be okay with it. You got to learn how to pivot. So thank you, Luna Bella. I appreciate that. You feel me? 504. It's 504 Louisiana. Is that like the area code that you're from, the 504? Is that like Louisiana? But yeah, we got to be able to pivot. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to pivot and make those necessary changes. But at the same time, if we want something beautiful to happen, we got to be able to go through ugly phases too. And that's I think that's the problem with a lot of people, man. A lot of people do not want to go through the ugly phases. A lot of people just want to, like, right now we have an epidemic of these surgeries getting done. And I don't got nothing against surgery. However, I will say, to a person that wants to go and get a surgery to like make themselves more skinny, that to me, like, is always strange. Cause it's like, yo, you know that you spent like the last 20 or 30 years eating all the bad food that got you big in the first place, but then you want to get skinny in an hour. That's not me being judgmental. It's really just me being like, yo, let's be for real. Like, if we're being accountable, if you spent even a year getting big, you should be willing to spend a year to get small too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the natural process. That might be what it is. And the sad truth is, like, it don't even take a year to get small again. It might take 3 months of consistent exercise. But a lot of us don't want that. We want that instant gratification. We want somebody who's going to make us skinny today. I want to be skinny in an hour, bro. I'm willing to pay $10,000 or $8,000 or however much it is so I get some lipo, remove 80 pounds of fat from my body and then sculpt it to look a certain kind of way. And it's like, man, I get it. I get the desire. Because human beings now know that you can make quick alterations and beautify yourself, you know, we're going to do it, right? And it's popular to do. But I want to say, as much as they try to convince you to do it for all, like, you know, it's okay, it's this and that. Nah, bro, like, it's not about the physical act that's going to take you down. It's about the mental habit that you've created. And the mental habit that you have right now is instant gratification. You know, and I don't believe that every procedure is like that. However, I do believe that if you could look at your life and say, man, I've spent a long time messing myself up, but then I want to go and get an easy, quick fix. Like, you got to look at the mentality of that. Because if you do that in one area of your life, you do that in all the areas of your life. You know, you're doing that. You want a quick fix everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're the type that's like, you know, leaving work early and not putting in your best job, your best job at your work, but you running home and spending the hard-earned dollars on scratch-off tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm using all my time to make some of these dollars that I then go to attempt to win money overnight real quickly. You could take that same amount of money. Let's say you've been playing a scratch off for 20 years. You could take that same amount of money from the scratch offs and you could straight up start a business. You know what I'm saying? Put some investments on the stock market. It's New Orleans and Comayagua, Honduras area codes. Hey, I'm born and raised in New Orleans. Honduran, Jamaican descent. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's probably a really beautiful mix, man. Honduran and Jamaican. I've been meeting so many Jamaicans lately, bro. I have no idea what this is about. Everybody I've been meeting lately is Jamaican. I went yesterday to the television station I was just telling you about to do the interview with Afro TV, and the artist that they interviewed before me was a Jamaican dude. He was a Jamaican like artist, and he was just in the One Love movie, I think it is, the Bob Marley movie. He was in the Bob Marley movie. He was playing his father. So he was in the movie like depicting his father, who his father was Bob Marley's guitarist. And I'm like, man, the host was Jamaican, playing Jamaican music in the spot, showing Bob Marley clips from the movie. And, you know, the artist that was there, super Jamaican dude. And I'm like, damn, ever since I met one of my homegirls, she's super Jamaican. I've been hanging out with her. I've been meeting nothing but Jamaicans. Left and right, up and down, like nobody's business. So it's just crazy to me, man. It's crazy how life is working. It's crazy how the universe is working. But life is beautiful, man. We're here. You know what I'm saying? And we got to take it the way it comes. Honduran and Jamaican, that's what's up. It's probably a really beautiful mix. I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican, so I know when you bring like them island black cultures with those like Spanish cultures together, you get really beautiful mixes. So that's what it is. But yeah, going back to the ugly phases, man, we got to be comfortable with the ugly phases. You know what I'm saying? You got to be comfortable with it. You got to be comfortable knowing, look, I'm going to go into this thing and it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a long time. But when I do get my footing right, then I'm going to prosper. My seed is going to grow. My plant is going to grow. My tree is going to grow. My vibe is going to grow. And then we're really going to be able to like move forward in that way. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't do that, then just be comfortable saying, I'm not willing to put in the work required for me to have that result. Like, you got dudes like me. Like, there's regular dudes out here that are just like me that want to have hair just like mine. But they're not willing to put the work in for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got braids. When I really let my braids come down, it look good. You know what I'm saying? It look good. But it's my natural hair. I was not going to take the easy route. You got other dudes that they want hair to come down and fall down just like mine, but they're willing to put in fake hair. They're willing to put in extensions for it. I'm not willing to put in extensions for that, man. Anytime you see me with hair, it's my hair. If I don't got the hair for it, I don't got the hair for it. You're going to see me go through all the ugly phases, as many ugly phases as possible before I, try to get the easy, quick fix. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's a stupid way of doing it. Maybe I'm just slow stepping and making it so that my life is extra difficult, more difficult than it has to be. But I still think that it's a good way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You're a handsome breed yourself. Hey, shout out to us, little Bella. Shout out to the mixes, man. Shout out to the mixes. Pull up. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that, little Bella. Man, like, let's just do real stuff. I feel like it's important for us to, as people, like move in that manner, move in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're the kind of people that can't control ourselves and say, look, man, I want my shit and I want it now and I want it instantly, we'll never be happy. I just got out of a 12-year relationship and it seems like I'm on the precipice of another relationship, but I'm taking it slow, bro. I'm taking it super slow because you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding out now you don't really need to rush into anything else. You can just enjoy your time with somebody and it can just be what it is, And so, yeah, it's really about being patient. If you really want good results in life, you gotta be patient. You gotta be able to like watch this thing grow, plant the seed, watch it grow and make it grow. Dedicate yourself to pushing it up and making it grow. But like, we can't be the kind of people that want instant gratification. Anybody who I've ever met in my life that was fixated on instant gratification is not a successful person. They're people who've been slapped around by life. They're people who've gone to one job and then switched to another job and switched to another job. They're people who change their hairstyle every other week. They're people who can't find no consistency, can't find no stability nowhere. They're people who change their friend groups every other day because you're not looking for stability. You're not looking for real power. You're not looking for real substance and value. What you're looking for is convenience. You're looking for somebody to like be there for you. And the second that they're not there for you in the kind of way that you want, you switch them out. You're just looking for you're looking for excitement. You're looking for that momentary high. And when that momentary high passes, you're not interested in that person no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who I know who's big on like instant gratification, they always getting slapped around by like, every time I see them, they got a different situation happening. You got a different job, you're wearing different types of clothes, you got a different type of hairstyle, you got a different girlfriend, you got a different boyfriend, because you're just looking for that impulse. You know what I'm saying? You're just looking for that quick energy. And I just want to tell people, man, like, it's not going to lead you to a good life. Eventually, you're going to want that stability. You're going to want that power. And that doesn't mean like turn your life around and be like, hey, look, I'm not going to experience life because I got no right to put you in a box. If that's your life, live it for sure. But I will say instant gratification leads more people astray than delayed gratification. You know what I'm saying? You could go wrong with delayed gratification too, though. But like instant gratification leads people to just jumping into as many different things as possible because they're just looking for a feeling. They're looking to catch that high again. That, oh, I feel it. I'm in this relationship right now. It's so passionate. Oh my God, I'm in love with this girl. I'm in love with this guy. We're in love right now. It's passionate. We're having crazy sex. We're going on trips. It's really, oh my God, I think I'm going to marry this person, be with them forever. And then 3 weeks later, be like, yo, what happened with you and that person? It was like, man, that person is a narcissist. I can't stand them. I don't really like her no more. She's not really the one. She did this, she did that. Can you believe it? And then she said this. Can you believe she said this? And then she said that. Can you believe she even said that? And then I'm sitting there looking at myself like, you were so passionately in love with this person 3 weeks ago. What happened to you? And then you gotta just be honest with yourself and say, man, I don't even think it's the person. I think that you allowed yourself, being a hopeless romantic or whatever the case may be, to feel all those high feelings, and the second the relationship didn't feel high, wasn't satisfying that high that you want, you left it. You walked away from it. You stepped on it. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable, but you're not going to find what you're looking for that way. You got to center yourself. And what that does tell me also is that you probably got a hole in yourself that you're trying to fill with somebody else. And that's what a lot of relationships are predicated on. They're not really predicated on real, like, hey, you my girl, I want to be with you. Let's make this thing work. I mean, you're you. Let's really go through, let's do life together for a little while and see what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to put no labels on it. We don't got to put no titles on it. Let's just hang out. Let's be friends. We should start as friends anyway. So let's see if we're actually friends. Let's do a bunch of stuff together. And if we like our vibes after doing all those different stuff together, then maybe there's potential for a relationship after that. But let's be patient in it. Because if I rush into this with you and you rush into it with me, there's a high chance we're going to crash somewhere along the lines. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody's rushing, they crash. Let's be for real. You crash if you're moving too quickly. So, but let's not be those kind of people that, oh, I'm so in love with you, but the second I'm not feeling so in love with you, I leave you, I walk away from you. You're going to miss out on some incredible people like that. You're going to miss out on some extraordinary people if that's the way that you maneuver life. You know what I'm saying? If that's the way that you do it. You got to understand, man, like, don't be the kind of person that's filling the hole inside of yourself with somebody else. Like, I know people like that. You know what I'm saying? I know people that are codependent. You know what I'm saying? I know people that, like, they jump into these relationships so passionate. They get their mind and their psyche so twisted up in being all about this person so that they can ignore the fact that there's a hole inside of them. I'm going to fill this hole inside of me with sex and another person and drugs and money and this and that. And they convince themselves, yo, I'm on earth. I was put on earth so I can have this relationship anyway. Isn't the Bible saying, like, link up and have babies? Oh, let me do it. Link up and have babies. Yeah, people be having boys they want to fill and don't know what would truly fulfill it. Absolutely, Luna Bell. They do got boys that they want to fill. And they feel like if they can find another person that validates them, that makes them feel pretty, or makes them feel heard, or makes them feel respected, or makes them feel needed, then that's good. Then, okay, yeah, you need me. You want me. Okay, cool. So they begin to fill that hole with this other person. They stop looking at the emptiness inside of themselves and they start just looking at everything that this person got going on. Like in my last relationship, it was kind of like that. I feel like there were things that she needed to face inside of herself that she refused to face inside of herself. And so I became the enemy. Like she would say and do things, you know, about me being like this not so good person. And it's really because she needed to work on that herself. For example, she always used to tell me I don't listen to her. See, you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. She wanted the kind of person that if she said something one time, she wanted me to hear it, understand it, and believe it, and accept it as truth and fact that one time. It wasn't okay for me to hear what she said, be like, okay, cool. Go out into the world and get more information on it. Like, hey, yo, look, babe, I found out, and I did some research. That thing that you said was correct. Instead of her being like, oh yeah, babe, thanks for validating it and thanks for doing the research. I didn't know that other part of the story. She would shit on me for that. She'd be like, you see, you don't listen to me. I'm like, what do you mean I don't listen to you? Because I went and got more information on something you said? No, see, you don't listen to me. How come you listen when that person said it, but when I said it to you, you didn't listen to me? I'm like, it's not that I didn't listen to you. I just wanted more information on this. What are you talking about? I'm not going to take anything any one person says as law, but she didn't like that. And so she always used to tell me, you don't listen to me, you don't listen to me, you don't listen to me. And eventually, once I started understanding like different voids inside of different people, I began to realize, hold up. Is it that I'm not listening to you? Or is it that you don't feel heard? Because those are two different things. Like, if I'm not listening to you, then I'm just an oblivious, like, jerk that's really not paying attention to you, right? But we've been together for 12 years. I must be doing a good amount of things right? And you've been telling me this for a long time. And I feel like I listen to you. I've done birthdays for you and gifts for you and all sorts of different things for you. I've satisfied a lot of your needs in a lot of different ways. So you can't really, you know, like, is it that I'm not listening to you or do you just not feel heard? Because if you don't feel heard, you're going to say that to me all the time. You're going to project that to me like nobody's business. And the reason why you may feel unheard is because you're not standing up for yourself in the rooms that really matter, in the rooms that you care about, in the situation that really matter to you. Or even deeper than that, you hear a voice inside of your head that says, you're not listening to me. Or I don't feel heard, I don't feel seen, I don't feel heard, I don't feel seen. So instead of you challenging yourself and saying, why do I hear a voice inside of my head that says I don't feel seen? You just look to the person next to you and say, you're not listening to me. Why? Because I hear a voice in my head that said I don't feel seen. And the sad truth is the voice in your head that's telling you don't feel seen is you talking to you. You're not seeing yourself. You're not dealing with your own mess. There's an empty void inside of you. And instead of you saying, wow, there's something going on with me, let me take a minute and let me figure this out. You're just looking to the next person to the right of you because you have this belief system that anything that's wrong in your life is automatically someone else's fault. And so you're blaming me and telling me that I don't listen to you, when in reality it's just that you don't feel heard. Because there's a voice inside of your head saying, I don't feel heard. And the voice inside of your head that says, I don't feel heard, is you talking to you. You're talking to yourself because you don't feel heard by you. You're not fixing any of your own problems. You're not handling any of your own demons. You don't believe that you have a problem that need to get fixed. So you're creating this narrative that I'm not listening. So now I'm gonna over listen and over dependent, and you want me to listen to you. Just you say something one time and I'm supposed to take it as a fact. I don't take anybody's shit as a fact like that. Come on, bro. And that was a problem for her. I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, don't do me like that. Don't make it so that, like, I can't have my own ability to learn information. I'm supposed to listen to you say this thing and then hear it as a fact and, oh, okay, absolutely. You said it. It must be true. Hell no, bro. Are you crazy? I wanna do my research on it. You feel me? So don't do me like that. And so it's interesting. Again, going back to the conversation about people filling voids. Again, going back into the conversation about people filling those voids inside of themselves. Like, you're filling a void inside of yourself with another person. There's certain things that you need to be giving to yourself that you're relying on somebody else to give to you. And if you don't face that thing, you will always be relying on somebody else to fill an emptiness inside of you that you could easily fix yourself. And it's going to ruin your life eventually. You just don't know how. It's a ticking time bomb. Anytime I'm not paying attention to my own mess and I'm focusing on on the contribution somebody else is making to my life, I'm already giving up my power. I'm giving up my power to change my own life. And then I'm blaming people for everything that they're doing wrong. I feel this way because of you. I feel this way because of you. You're making me feel this way. This is your fault. You need to do something. You need to fix this. You need to get better because I feel some way because of you. And that shit sounds crazy, but that's how people operate, bro. That's how people really move and maneuver their lives. Like, they really drown themselves in a belief system that they're not wrong and they're not responsible for the things that are wrong in their life. My homegirl E.T. said this on TikTok like 2 weeks ago. She like, look, when it comes to childhood traumas, it may not be your fault. Like, something that happened to you as a kid, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. You got to handle that, bro. You got to handle that. Sometimes people have childhood wounds, too, that they haven't worked on. Maybe she was invalidated a lot. Many ways to see it. Some people used to keep control also. Some people use it to keep control also. That's what I experienced. What do you mean when you say that? Some people use it to keep control. You mean like they use it to keep control over another person, like victimizing themselves and making it seem like somebody else is at fault for their own mess? Is that what you mean? Wow. Nah, man. Look, like my homegirl E.T. said, look, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. You got to handle that, bro. You got to check that at the gate. Like, let's figure it out. I know what my faults are, and I'm doing my best to work on them. I'm not perfect, yo, but it is like that. You know what I'm saying? Rico Lahisti, what is your view on the K-Dot and Drizzy beef? I'll be honest, I think that their beef is like fake. I think that all them boys want to sell records real quick, and they realize that they can just do that. I think Rick Ross might really be getting some stuff off of his chest. I think he just wanted to jump in, but I think all them boys, because they're all friends, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the East Coast, West Coast thing from back in the day where it was real violence involved. I think that it's, I think that all these guys are friends. And so when they're all like talking about each other, I think it's just a way to get people fired up about hip hop again and fired up about the battles and stuff like that. Like, everybody's beefing right now. Let's be fair. I think what Quavo and Chris Brown got going on is probably real. You know what I'm saying? I think that they just took this opportunity to talk shit to each other. You know, maybe that's real. Or maybe even that was fake. You know what I'm saying? To be real. Like, maybe sometimes people, your team is going to link with another team and be like, hey, look, let's create a beef. Let's create a beef real quick so that both of y'all can make some money real quick. I think Quavo, his career hasn't been doing good for years. And so people probably like, yo, we gonna need something to stoke the fire. Because how he end up in a beef with Chris Brown of all people? You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't end up in beef with a real one? Like, not saying Chris is not a real one, but like, why he ain't end up in beef with like somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just random. What about Cole's apology? I feel like that apology was weird, bro. Honestly, I don't get it. Like, I didn't hear the disses, but I can understand it because J. Cole don't want no smoke with nobody, bro. He already let you know that. Like, he been let you know like he don't want no smoke with nobody. He just want to get up, take care of his family, take care of his team, and make good music for people, bro. That's all he ever wanted. So I understand it, bro. I think it's a distraction as usual to bigger government things. That's a fact. I don't know if the rap music beef is a distraction from the government. I don't know if them industries are even friends, but they could be. To be completely honest, they definitely could be. I just feel like it's all fake, to be my opinion, because look how invested people are in these diss records right now. Like, oh my goodness, can you believe he said that? It's crazy. I mean, it's even distracting people from all the stuff. Oh, I mean, maybe It might be distracting from what's going on with Diddy, but like, I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, I feel like it's just weird. I think they're all friends, and so for them to wake up one day and say they're gonna beef, I think it's just a money play, honestly. Because in like 6 months, they could all go on a tour together, and everybody's gonna be like, you see, real men can come together and put their differences aside. I'm gonna go to that tour, and I'm gonna go to that tour so that I can promote and I can support brotherhood in the black community. And it's like, bro, come on now. Like, we kind of see that. Like, it's already a trend. Like, we already know what time it is. Like, Drake and Kanye West was beefing, and then they ended up on stage together. You know what I'm saying? So we could put our differences aside. Drake and Meek Mill was beefing, and then they ended up on stage together. Talking about we could put our differences aside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. You know, Jay-Z and Nas was beefing, and then they ended up on stage together. We could put our differences aside. It's like, all right, cool. I feel you. Exactly. Government and media go hand in hand. Right. It's just different, bro. I just feel like it's all a play. In my personal opinion, I think it's all a play. And even deeper than that, even if we bring up the conversation of, and we're talking about distractions in it, even if we bring up the conversation of what is happening with those beefs, I feel like even that is a distraction from even a real conversation we were just having about filling a void inside of yourself, bro. Like, you got shit that you got to handle inside of you. And if you don't take no time to fix that, bro, you're gonna be living at the mercy of like your bad vibes for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be living at the mercy of like other people and other people's mess for the rest of your life. And I wouldn't want that for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that for nobody's life. Like, you gotta handle your own business, bro. And it's not easy. You just gotta sit with yourself and say, you know what, I'm responsible for this. I'm the cause of this. And if I want a better life, then I gotta do better in this area. I gotta do better in this area, and I gotta make it so that nobody else gotta suffer for my problems, my issues. I gotta make it so that nobody else is gonna suffer for the things that I wanna blame somebody else for, bro. Handle your business. It's your business. I feel like if everybody in the world was to just handle their own mess, the world would be a better place. You know what I'm saying? People end up in wars because they don't wanna handle their own mess. Your country ain't doing so good, and so you wanna go and take over another country. That's crazy. Your resources is running low, so you want to go steal somebody else's resources. That's crazy. You're going to go kill women and children and babies and bomb stuff so that you could go take somebody else's property. That's crazy to me, bro. You're not dealing with your own stuff. Why don't you say, instead of me, I ran out of gold and diamonds in my neighborhood, so I'm going to go to your neighborhood and shoot up the block so I can take your gold and diamonds. Why don't you just say, you know what, bro, let me find another way to get money besides gold and diamonds. You feel me? Let me find another way to get this paper. Myra Golden says, there's never been a lack of resources. There's only been a lack of resourcefulness. Bro, so find a new way to get it, bro. Find a new way to hustle, bro. You got to go read the book, Who Moved My Cheese. You read that book, Who Moved My Cheese, is going to help you when it comes to change. Honestly speaking. If you go to my link in my bio, I got Who Moved My Cheese in my Amazon storefront, so you can like hit the link to my bio. It'll take you straight to my Amazon store, my book link list, and you can see all the books that I recommend there. Who Moved My Cheese is in there. So use my link to go buy the book, so I get some commission on that thing. But it's true, like 1000%. If you got trouble like dealing with change, read that book. That book is all about change and how you grow and move past change. Like, some people get stuck when it's time to make changes, and they try to scratch for something that used to exist that don't exist no more. Think about how the people in the newspaper game are still trying to put out newspapers. Like, bruh, newspapers, we don't even use them things no more. It's not for information no more. Like, that, it don't make no sense for us to have a newspaper no more, bro. Like, we're killing trees for a newspaper? I don't think so. My phone is giving me way more information, way faster than you could even print it. By the time you print that newspaper, that information is already done for. Like, what are you talking about? And shit, you can print a newspaper in the morning, and by the nighttime, that info has changed. Hey, watch the eclipse at this time. And if you make a typo, it's really over for you. So people are always trying to clutch at things on days that have already left you. Like, them days ain't coming back, bro. They're not coming back. So I would highly suggest you find a way to grow and change and make the necessary required changes for you to live the life that you want to live. Don't fight the world so that you can stay the same. You know what I'm saying? You got two kind of people in the world. One kind of person that's willing to fight the world so that they can stay the same. I'm willing to fight the internet. I'm willing to fight AI. I'm willing to fight Bitcoin so that they can stay the same. And then you got the other kind of person that's willing to fight themselves so that they can make the change. You know what I'm saying? Fight themselves so that they can go and adapt. And oh, the world is on the digital space. Let me go and get that. Yo, this is the new thing that people are using. Let me go and get that. This is the new social media platform. Let me go and get it. They're willing to like fight themselves. I'm not going to stay stuck in one frame of mind. That's the new thing. Let me see what it is. This is the new, okay, let me see what it is. Let me see. They have a hunger and they have a wonder and they have a passion for life and for what comes next. They're not stuck in their ways. Like, being stuck in your ways is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. You feel me? We still have people with no digital devices. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? And they have a right to that, because sometimes people just want to live a simple life. Because I won't say these digital devices are like amazing and I won't say that they're for everybody. I don't think everybody needs an iPhone. I'll be real. Like, some people have no interest in the apps. They don't need that stuff. It's not for their life. They're not interested. Maybe you want to FaceTime them, but maybe they don't want to FaceTime you. They want a simple life. And these devices have like a lot of bad ingredients in it that really aren't healthy for the person. Like, there's some radiation on these devices. You don't hear about it because the people who make these devices also control the media. So you're not gonna hear about the radiation, but it's true. Like, that's why they tell you don't sleep with it, don't hold the phone too close to your head, or you might get a brain tumor, like a bunch of stuff. Because these devices are new, like they're really new. We don't know, we don't have 100-year data on cell phones, so we don't know what they're gonna do to a body in 100 years. So in 100 years, they're gonna come up with more safer phones. You know, like, let's be honest. But I will say that, man, like, in order for us to like really do what we gotta do, you gotta be one of those two people. Either you're gonna be the kind of person who's gonna fight the world so that they can stay the same, or you're gonna be the kind of person who's gonna fight themselves so that they can adapt to what the world is doing. And I would rather be the second person, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Be the second person with a purpose, though. I'm not just gonna conform and be the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm just out here, I'm just gonna do whatever the world is doing. Like, nah, because even the Bible says, be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm like, that's a bar. You know what I'm saying? Don't conform for this world. Don't become what these people need you to be. Become who I need you to be. God, your higher power, your the universe, your higher self, whatever you believe in. Like, elevate your consciousness until you get to a point where you can really see yourself, you can really see the world for what it is, and you can see how you connect to the world in a certain kind of way that's like, damn, okay, boom. And then in doing that, you find your purpose. You find your purpose in life. Like, damn, okay, I know exactly who I am. I know exactly who the world is and what the world needs. I can provide this to the world. Okay, cool. And I love doing this all day, every day. I can do it for the rest of my life, every single day. That's my purpose. That's my purpose. That's my passion. That's my drive. That's going to be my focus from now on. I'm not going to spend no time working at Starbucks and working at McDonald's and all this other dumb shit. I'm just going to focus all my energy on being who God divinely designed me to be. And I think that's a beautiful life. And I think that's an incredible experience. And I think that's exactly what we need to do with ourselves. And if we don't make those necessary changes and make those necessary steps, then you got to be comfortable saying, this job that I don't like, this car that I don't like, this house that I don't like, I'm choosing it. I'm choosing a house I don't like. I'm choosing a car I don't like. I'm choosing the girlfriend or the boyfriend I don't like, because I know that I can make a better choice and I'm not making it. So cool. You know what I'm saying? The man, Henry Ford says, the man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both right. I can say I can do this. You can say you can't do it. We might have the exact same stats. I'll go forth and I do it. You go forth and you don't do it. It just is what it is. You can know all the right information in the world, but if you don't put no action behind it, it ain't gonna work for you, man. It's not gonna work for you on any level. You feel me? So we as a people gotta understand that. I'm gonna do 2 more minutes on the live, and then I'm gonna jump off of the live just so I could make sure that I'm being right on the time with it. But yeah, we got 2 more minutes of this live conversation. So if there's anything I want to talk about, Luna Bell, I appreciate you for being up in this live. Yep, we still have people with no digital devices. Facts, we do. We definitely do. And again, I can't sit and I can't judge anybody, because that may be your paradise. That may be what it is that you want for your life. You may want that, you know what I'm saying, more than anything else. You may want to live life with, you know, no digital devices, and you deserve that. There was a conversation. A salesman came to a farmer's house. A salesman came to a farmer's house, knocked on the door. The farmer started talking to him at the door. They're having a cool conversation. The salesman talked to him. Then he heard the phone ringing in the guy's house. He noticed that the guy didn't move. Phone stopped ringing. They continued their conversation. The phone rang again. He noticed that the farmer didn't move. And so the guy ended up asking him, like, hey, you know your phone is ringing, right? And he was like, the farmer said something that I thought was amazing. The salesman said, hey, you know your phone is ringing, right? The farmer said back to the salesman, he said, I had that thing installed for my convenience. Please continue. And I was like, that's a bar. The farmer said he had the phone installed for his convenience, not the phone's convenience. The phone don't summon me, bro. I summon the phone. That belongs to me. I don't belong to it. I'm enjoying my conversation. And when this is done, I'll go and I'll recall whoever called me. It doesn't matter to me. Who cares if I missed that call? We got voicemail, we got text, we got email. It doesn't matter. You know, I thought that was dope. I heard someone else say a long time ago, like, when the phones had wires, the people were free. It's like, yeah, bam. I agree with your overall POV today. I've been rebuilding my routine myself. Hey, that's what's up, Luna Bell. Fire. I love that. That means you're putting in the work. That means you're putting in the work to live a truly incredible life where food is going to taste better to you. Experiences are going to feel better to you. Life and energy and frequency, all these beautiful parts of life are going to be at your disposal because you're doing the work right now. Rebuilding myself, rebuilding my routine myself. Come on now. I commend you for that. I commend you because you're doing a level of work that most other people just won't do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to blame somebody else, whether it be a politician, a rich person. Like everybody wants to blame somebody else for everything that's wrong in their life. And nah, the real people who rule this world are the people who do that. I've been rebuilding my routine myself. You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud. I don't even need to know the ins and outs of what it is that you're doing, but for you to say that you're rebuilding your routine yourself, lets me know, yo, Luna Bell putting in the work. She putting in the work. She getting to it. You know exactly what it is you want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I'm saying I'm sorry, I assume that you were a woman. But yeah, you like a woman. So yeah, like you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of anybody who's putting that work in to live a better life. You understand what it takes and you're willing to put that work in. It's not easy. Doing that inner work, that shadow work, that is not easy whatsoever. But you can do it and you deserve it and you have to do it. Make that work. That's your life. And at the end of the day, you're still gonna be who you created yourself to be, not who life says you are. Life is gonna say you're this person, but you're gonna say, no, I'm this person. And the world is gonna worship who you say you are, not who life says you are. You know? Thank you. I appreciate you for being up in here, Luna Bell. You fire. I hope to catch you the next time I go live. This whole week I'm gonna be going live on YouTube for at 10 a.m. So I hope I get a chance to see you again. I'm gonna jump off the live because I gotta jump on a call really quickly. But I really appreciate you being up in here, and I hope that you subscribe to me, and I hope that I catch you in the same live again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Again, TikTok gave me the boot, but we pivot. We don't stop. We keep going, keep moving forward, as Walt Disney said. You feel me? So yeah, we're here with it. We're here with it. I appreciate you guys so much for being up here. It's two of us in here, plus myself. So yeah, Luna Bell, I appreciate you for being up in here. You rolled with me this whole live. You've been in here with me for like 40 minutes. And I highly appreciate you. Again, I hope to see you tomorrow. And again, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for rebuilding yourself. You know what I'm saying? LOL, thank you. I wish you the best as well and definitely will support the journey. Have a good day. Absolutely, Luna Bell. I appreciate you to the utmost. And then hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow on the live. But yeah, have an amazing day. And again, I'm really proud of you for rebuilding your routine and rebuilding yourself because it does take a lot of work. And those of us who understand the level of work that it takes, we're always proud and happy to see someone else who's also doing it because a lot of people are not doing it. So I'm proud of you. Have an amazing day. I'm going to see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed. Follow the kid, watch my videos, and let's get to it. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace. Have a good day. I don't know how to turn this off, actually.